Hello and welcome back to Here We Tow. Today I'm at Wander Home at Nottingley, and in this video I am going to be reviewing the Coachman Lusso I and the Coachman Lusso II, which is on the end. There is a Coachman Lusso III, which is a single bed model on a twin axle. That's there. I've already done a detailed review of that, so if you look back in the channel you'll be able to watch that one. But the Lusso I, now the Coachman Lusso is one of the most luxurious caravans on the market within the UK. It also comes with a nice price tag to match, but the level of equipment and the build quality on these caravans is very different to a lot of its competition, and it's certainly worth a closer look. So let's make a start. So Coachman Lusso I, this is a 4-berth caravan. It's on a single axle. Size wise, it's 7 metres and 40 centimetres long, and it's 2 metres and 40 centimetres in length, or as we know better, an 8-foot wide model. Now weight wise, this caravan has an MTPLM of 1,860 kilos. It's going to give you a payload of 155 kilos. You can upplate this caravan to 1,900 kilos, and that'll give you a further 40 kilos on your payload. For me personally, I think that's probably worth it. So that's some sizes. Let's start at the front. So the nose, this caravan has a nose weight of 100 kilos. It is built on the Alde chassis and it has the ATC control as standard with it. At the front we have the easily recognisable Coachman front with the 3 windows and the 2 separate lockers for storage and for your gas here as well. Now the price of the Lusso I starts at around £47,500, and for 2025 it is currently coming with a motor mover included in that price, which is worth about £1,500. So that's the front of the Lusso. Before we head off down the offside, up on the roof we're getting a good level of equipment up here. You're going to get an aerial as standard, 5G ready Wi-Fi as standard, and a Truma Air Conditioning unit, plus a 120 watt solar panel. So a lot of standard equipment within the price. Now as I make my way down the offside, here we have the vent for the Alde. This caravan on the Lusso comes with the Alde wet central heating, and then as we look down we can see here the Alco Bigfoot and the E&P hydraulic levelling system. So within this price we're getting the E&P hydraulic self levelling. This is great. When you arrive on site you don't have to worry about setting up your caravan. You press the button, it's going to do it all for you. It also makes it a lot easier when you're putting on your Alco wheel locks as well. So E&P self levelling as standard. Coming down we have the whale water point. Now on board this caravan you also have a 40 litre fresh water tank as well as your additional aqua roll outside, and you do get an external shower. Coming down we find the locker box. This is where the electric hookup is going to feed into the Lusso I. Up here we have a service light, so if on a night you've got to come out and you've got to plug in or you have to do your water, you've at least got some illumination. We can see the graphics, or the decals for 2025 Lusso, badged here with this nice sort of peak range that you get here and this broken tile effect. Further down this side there is a locker. Now this is going to give you storage under the transverse island bed, which we'll see when we go inside. And then further on we have the flush filler for the toilet and the toilet cassette as well, so where you're going to remove that to empty it. Underneath the caravan you are also getting a spare wheel as well, which is always useful if the worst happens and you get a puncture. Now the back end, we can see this nice white back end finished with Lusso I. Each of the models you'll be able to identify them with either 1, 2 or 3, so we can see that there. The Coachman badging and then the rear light cluster. So that is the 8-foot wide back end of the Lusso I. Continuing onto the near side. So on the near side we have the white panels and again the dark tinted windows and the graphics for the Lusso. This is the single axle, so we have the alloy wheel on each side. You do get an Alco wheel lock within the price of this caravan as well. And then the one-piece habitation door. There's also an awning light. We have the awning channel for if you wish to use an awning with your caravan. And then last but not least, here there's a 230 volt socket, so you can use electrical items outside in the awning. And there's also a gas barbecue point as well. Right, that's the exterior, so we've covered all that. Let's dive inside the Lusso I and take a look. So as we open up this door, there is a blind for privacy within this door. There is the bin as well. I'm going to fire into the lounge space and we'll make a start here in the front. Right, in we come. Now, Lusso I and Lusso II have basically the same layout, although one is on a twin axle, but they're both 4-berth caravans. So the lounge area, we can see this nice L shape here. So this is going to be our main lounge area. You do get as well standard this nice footrest too, which is nice. And there's also storage available in here. I've conveniently stored my little backpack in there. So storage within that. So wrap around within the lounge, you're going to be able to put your television over there on the near side wall. You'll find Pioneer speakers here as well, and this is where the radio will be situated. It's been removed here from this demonstrator for obviously safety and security reasons. Right, lounge area. This will convert as well into a large bed, 6'6" long, 4'6" wide. So 2 berths up here if you are using this as a family caravan. I'm going to stand up now so we can see the fabric choice for 2025 within the curtains and the cushions. You can see 3 different patterns on these cushions here. In terms of blinds, you will get the concertina effect, which is nice, and there is a fly screen as well for when you've got your windows open. There's several lockers. I do like the black finish on these. I'll just open these up so we can see here that's where that aerial is feeding in. As I said, it has got the aerial fitted already. It's got Wi-Fi and it's got air conditioning and solar on the roof. Now, I'll move around into the kitchen space next. Kitchen. I do like this kitchen, as you can probably tell. First of all, we've got a really good size, extra large worktop flap, so you can put that up to have extra worktop space. There's loads of room here. This is L-shaped as well. The sink, if you remove this cover, this weighs an absolute ton, really heavy, nice solid feel to it. Into the sink, the black finish on the taps, again blinds in the window. 2 plugs here so you can use your electric gadgets in the kitchen. Underneath there is an extractor fan as well for when you are cooking. Under here, what you're going to get on Lusso is 3 gas burners, so if you're on grid or prefer gas you can do that. There's also the electric hot plate and a nice solid finish. Then there's the grill. This is a Thetford appliance, a gas grill and a gas oven as well. I'll close that down. Now, in terms of storage within the kitchen, let's move up here. So we've moved now to a gloss finish, Lusso embossed on here, a good size storage cupboard up here for your plates and what have you, and then a nice Russell Hobbs microwave, again the Lusso logo embossed there. I'll close that up, I'll put this back and we'll continue on moving down with the storage. Now under here, I do like these. If we just open these up, we have this huge cupboard under here with this pull-out rack, so you can get lots of things within that cupboard there. Just pull it out when you want to get access to the back. And then a number of really nice little drawers. There's a cutlery tray in this one, this lovely lighting as well that can be seen. At this price point, we want to see some nice features. Further drawer space. These are soft close as well. I'm just pushing them a little bit quicker to speed us up though. So soft close, and then under here, if we just drop this down, there's a little bit of storage under the oven as well. Might be somewhere to put your pans. Right, so that is the kitchen space. You've got everything here, the microwave, the hob, the grill, the oven, and all the storage. Now over onto the near side, what we're going to get on this model is the 142 litre tower fridge and freezer by Thetford. So loads of fridge space, and this is your freezer compartment. Now this will run on electric or gas, so if you're on hookup, you'll be running that on your electric. Off grid, that'll be on your gas. Then we have the control panel. That's where your self-levelling system panel will go, I believe. There's USB chargers, a plug socket, some little shelving units there. You can put obviously items on there that you want. Now in here, there is a table for the lounge area. So Lusso originally had a fixed table. They moved away from that and taken on board some feedback, and there is now this removable table. So when you don't want it, you can store it in there. Above the door where we came in, the control panel for the Coachman here, and this for the Alde wet central heating and hot water. And as I said, outside we have got an onboard fresh water tank as well. Before I head further back, we'll look upwards. Now this Truma Air Conditioning as standard. The comfort model will give you hot and cold air as well, so brilliant if you just need to quickly warm the Caravan. Equally on a hot day, it's going to cool it down nicely. So air conditioning situated here. Now as I move back, this is where we're going to find our bedroom space. There is a privacy curtain here. This is going to slide around, as we can see from the channel, and connect here, and that's going to separate the kitchen from the bedroom. Right, I'll move back this way. Now this is our transverse island bed. It's currently retracted up against the wall. Got this really nice leatherette finish headboard here, the dark wood. There's these little LED lights, and they do have USB chargers in them as well, and a little shelf on either side. In terms of the bed, this bed is 6'2" in length and 4'6" in width. So if you're a tall person, just need to consider whether 6'2" is going to be long enough for you, but hopefully sufficient for most people. In here, there's a number of pull-out drawers on this side of the bed and a little storage space on the other side. Up above, overhead lockers. I love the finish on this wood and these black handles. I know I said that in the lounge, but they've got a nice quality feel. Dark wood inside as well. Lovely bedroom space. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn us around. I'm going to head up here next before we disappear any further. This is our wardrobe space. Good amount of storage. You can see that's the Alde tank there, but you can see their wardrobe space dropping down, able to hang your garments, and you can access from under there as well. Nicely, it's a nice use of that corner space, is that. That's very nice. There is also on board the Lusso a safe as well. So if you've got your valuables with you, you can use your safe. I'm not going to over publicise where your safe is, but there is a safe on board. Near side, when you're in bed, we've got this beautiful, I know there's this curtain here at the moment, but it's this beautiful large window, so you can look out on a morning, see what's going on the site, be a bit nosy like me. There's also a blind there as well as these curtains. The wall space, and now here we can find an aerial connector. So if you want to watch television in bed, you can have a television here, plug socket, and then another little bit of storage under here as well. Okay, so that is our bedroom space. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to head through into the rear washroom. As you can see, there's a really good size gap here. Now this does slide across, obviously, to close this space off. Nice wide entrance into the bathroom space. Plenty of room in here as well. Nice amount of headroom. There's a little sunroof here, or hecky, for ventilation. Coming in, now this is the rear wall behind me, obviously. On the off side of this model, we've got somewhere here to hang your hand towel. Storage in the cupboard. I'll just open up so you can have a look. It's only fairly, I'd say maybe 4 to 5 inches in depth there, so a fairly shallow cupboard, but a storage cupboard. What I'm pleased to see here is this glazed frosted window, because there's nothing worse in a bathroom than not having a frosted window, because you end up having to close your blind all the time. Frosted window, there is a further blind with fly screen there as well. Thetford toilet, towel rail. This is connected to the Alde wet central heating system. There's a couple more hooks for towels here, so you can drive those above the radiator. Toilet roll holder. And then moving along, we have a nice amount of storage here under the sink. The fruit bowl sink itself. Some people aren't fans of fruit bowls. I like the fruit bowl myself. Nice black tap again, swivels round, and what I like is there's no intrusion. You can get over this sink. The storage to either side as well for your toiletries. Toothbrush holder, big mirror, nice big illuminated mirror, and I love this finish here on this splashback. Right, now it's shower time. So, huge shower door. What I always say is when you're opening these, just be careful, because if you go a bit far, they will just connect on that basin there. So just be careful with that. I'll step in. Now the shower screen, this isn't frosted, this is just clear plastic. Reasonable amount of headroom here, as we can see. Nice width to the shower. There is a little hook here so you can hang your wet towels there. And then as I look up, we've got a light up here illuminating down. The shower head itself, this nice splashback finish that we've seen just there in the bathroom. And then shelving for toiletries. So a reasonable size shower cubicle indeed. And remember, this is a single axle, not a twin axle. Right, I'll let Jules move out. I'll dive out. There we go. Right, I'm out. So that is our rear shower space, our mid bedroom with the transverse bed. Then we feed into this beautiful kitchen space, the living space with the wraparound. Right, we're now going to dive out of the door. I'll let Jules take you out carefully. We'll dive out and we're going to head next to the Lusso II. Now, let's venture around there. That's just round that corner. Lusso II is almost identical to what we've just seen. It's just bigger. So we're not going to spend as much time on this, but we are going to take a look. So what do we need to know about Lusso II? Well, size-wise, this one is 7 metres and 89 centimetres in length. It's still 2.4 metres wide, or 8 feet wide. And in terms of weight, this one has a MTPLM of 1,990 kilos. So certainly a little bit more there than the Lusso I. It's going to give you a payload of 160 kilos. You can upplate it, but you can only upplate it up to 2,000 kilos, which is an additional 10 kilos. So probably not worth it really. But 160 payload, MTPLM of 1,990. So those are the facts and figures. This one obviously is still on the Alco with the ATC, still has the 100 kilo nose weight. The front, absolutely identical. Price wise, this is more, £51,500 prices are going to start at. You are also going to get the motor mover as well included at the moment on Lusso II. We can see the size. So this one still has the barbecue point, the electric point. We're going to get the air conditioning, the solar panel, the Wi-Fi, the television, aerial. Also has the Alde wet central heating and the 40 litre fresh water tank. So externally, we can just see the slight difference here in the length and the twin axle. And you're also going to get 2 Alco wheel locks for this model. Right, let's go inside and take a look at the Lusso II. So come on, in we go. So on this one, as I said, practically identical apart from it's been stretched. We have got our nice lounge space and we've got this footstool. I really like this feature. I'll just slide this out a little bit there so we can see that footstool there. This again is a 4-berth model. This bed will convert into a double like the Lusso I. That's 6'6" long and 4'6" wide. So we can see this lounge space. Then we'll do a little move back. Kitchen space. Now again, the huge kitchen, as we can see. This is a massive, huge kitchen space. Really nice. We've got that same storage locker. You're still going to get your microwave, the hot plate, the gas burners, the Thetford oven and grill there as well. There certainly feels to be more space around this area for me when I'm stood here. You can feel that additional length here. It does feel more noticeably larger, does this Caravan. Up here we'll still find our Truma Comfort air conditioning unit. And then on this side there's the same sockets, the same storage for the table. What is different is the fridge and freezer. Now we had the 142 litre Thetford there. Here we have 159 litres. This has got a separate freezer compartment and then this very, very nice tower fridge freezer style separate fridge there. This one is also running off gas and electric. It is absorption as opposed to compressor, so that will run off gas and electric. And then we'll move back. Privacy screen, and then this is a little bit different. So we've got some more storage space here with this additional length. We've got a nice wardrobe there, good size, and that feeds through, as you can see here, so you can access it through both doors there. The Alde tank, I'll just close those, and then you also get this additional bank of drawers as well. So if you're a family, you might prefer the twin axle because it's going to give you more storage space, although you're going to have to be careful on your payload, 160 kilos. It depends, or if you're a couple that likes to go away longer and likes more space, this one could be for you instead. This bed, this has still got the transverse bed, exactly the same layout. In terms of its size, you're going to get storage under the bed. It's 6'2" long and 4'6" wide, so the same as Lusso I. The lockers above the bed again, and the storage banks at each side. This one's got the pull-out drawers, same as the other side. Got the LED lights with the USB charging points as well that we can see under there. Same finish on this near side, and the same big opening into the rear washroom. And again, we've got the Thetford toilet and the sink, and then the shower cubicle. I'll dive into the shower cubicle and just see whether that feels any different. I said this all just feels the same as Lusso I. I'll give that a pull, and in we go. So into the shower cubicle, yeah, again, nice plain white with the finish on here, good size. So yeah, rear washroom. So as I say, Lusso I and II, try not to fall out of the shower cubicle. Lusso I and II, same layout, same finish, same feel, just stretched a little bit. The Lusso I, 7.4 metres, and then the Lusso II, 7.89 metres. So that difference in length. And you can feel the difference. This space here is what I'd say it feels certainly longer. And the lounge, this nice lounge area for relaxing during the day or on an evening. Yeah, I like it. Right, let's dive out. Shall I follow you out for a change? Let's dive out and have a little summary. Here we go. There we are. So, Lusso I and Lusso II, both 4-berth caravans, one single axle, one twin axle, both with a fixed bed. And say prices 47.5, 51.5. If you are interested in a twin axle but with single beds, there is the Lusso III, which I have done a separate review of. These are really beautifully finished caravans, and if you have got the budget, then definitely put these on your list to take a closer look at. Hopefully you've enjoyed having a look. I'll put the links down here as always, so you can check out all the equipment that they have, and you can also see the other Coachman models that are here at Wander Home at Nottingley at the moment. Thank you to Wander Home for letting us come and film today, it is appreciated. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.